how can we incorporate planned giving into a comprehensive estate plan? And logistically, how would that work?
Yeah, just as you mentioned, and there are many different ways to incorporate your gift ideas. And that's how I approach it, actually. And the terminology, again, makes a difference. And in the work that you're doing with your clients, even terminology, if we say charitable giving, it may not resonate as the same as, what if some of your legacy ideas? What are some of your gift planning ideas?
There we go. The word gift.
Yes, exactly. So it makes a difference. And usually people will say, oh, yeah, I never really thought of that way of giving. So I would approach it that way, having that conversation, because a lot of people, they do not realize you can certainly make those plans. There are many different ways to approach it. Of course, through your estate plan, your will, you can put it in there, obviously, make certain gifts right out to those organizations upon something happening, your passing, or a trust can be set up if that's part of your plan. Also, there are different items. There's a donor advised fund.
And now, explain it to us, because we may not know what a donor advised fund is.
Yep. A donor advised fund, it's a way of giving. It is, I would consider it, to sum it up, we call it a checkbook for giving. And you're saying, well, what's so different about this checkbook? The donor advised fund, and they are usually held by different organizations. Your financial institutions will usually have a branch of their organization that will host or be a sponsoring organization for donor advised funds. Fidelity, Schwab, Vanguard. We do offer them at World Vision as well. Different charities will offer them. You can make a contribution to a donor advised fund. And let's say in the year 2021, you make your contribution. You get that tax credit that very year. Then you can decide how you'd like to make those grants from your donor advised fund. Those grants can be made out to different charities. You name it, various charities, 501c3s. You can have it to go out to your church. You can have it to go sororities, fraternities, whatever organizations you want. But you don't have to make those gifts right away. So you make your gift, your contribution in 2021, and then you can determine what's next. Do I give to them this year, or do I give to them next year? Whatever your giving strategy is, but you've gotten that tax deduction for that initial gift in 2021. Nice. Then next year, if you have extra funds you'd like to put aside for your giving, you can make another contribution. You can actually fund your donor advised fund with gifts of stock and gifts of real estate. If you have a property that you no longer really use anymore, it's a tax issue. You're paying taxes on it, you're paying insurance on it, but you don't really use it. It was somebody's parents' house or something, and you can actually gift that property or even a portion of the value to charity and to fund a donor advised fund. So there are a lot of things to charitable giving, a lot more I could share, but just to give you that donor advised fund piece. And I threw that out there because I want you, if you're curious about it, take a look at it, look it up. There's enough information online to at least give you a general idea of what a donor advised fund is. So there are a lot of ways you can include even a donor advised fund into your estate plan. There's a component there as well.
I love that. And thank you. Thank you so much for that.